Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2016, where this week we are featuring Zygarde's 100% form. But honestly, between Monday's video and yesterday's video in Spanish, things are not going too well. We've been very close to winning games, like very, very close. But the deck has not been working out as well as I had hoped it would, and like we literally were like 1 or 2 turns away each time from winning, but we ended up coming up short every single time. So I don't know, I mean, maybe this deck has some really good synergy with Karina and the Regirock adding damage, but also, I mean, on paper that looks really nice, but I feel like Regirock actually hurts you more than it helps. I don't know. I mean, the extra damage from Regirock has not been game defining at all. Regirock has actually been kind of a hindrance, and especially on Monday's video against the water toolbox deck. So I don't know. It's been a complicated week so far. Let's see if the deck can make up for its. And yeah, we've been mulliganing a lot as well, which is weird because we have like 12 basic Pokemon available to us. Or we get these kind of hands where I simply just, in yesterday's video, in the first game, I drew 5 energy in my starting hand. And then today I get 4 and the AC instead of any other supporter. Now, I don't know how serious my opponent's deck will be. Special deck. I generally don't know. Listen guys, I'm not even gonna bother. It is a Hawlucha EX. There's a Golett in the bench, so I'm not even gonna bother. I generally am not gonna bother. So let's find our next opponent, because I feel like that would have been a waste of our time. I know I sometimes underestimate opponents, but yeah. I mean, yeah, so yeah, sorry about that. I just gotta read. Man. Oh boy. Anyways, we've top decked ourselves out of more difficult situations, I guess. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. We are actually sorry about that. I'm so many stupid texts. Flash energy immediately, so no weakness advantage, but just look at my hand, guys. I need to top deck a Karina or an Ultra Ball. Otherwise, I mean, just look at that. I have what? 4 Karina, 3 Sycamore, 1 N, 3 Ultra Ball to Shaymin. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do when you get these kind of hands? Like, how many Pokemon do I run? 12? And 10 of those are fighting type? And I start Shaymin and no other basic against a lightning type deck. I mean, that's Pokemon for you. That's generally Pokemon for you. So my opponent even uses X-Mania to try and score the turn 1 win. And oh boy. So now I have to A, top deck, and B, hope my opponent doesn't have an energy to beat me. I mean, oh boy. This happens. Happens to the best of us, happens to the worst of us. Happens to everybody. So, moving on to the next game. Like I said, Zygarde is just not working out for me. It's generally not working out for me at all. At all. And now we're up against another water type deck, which might be the water toolbox deck. Really might be. And we could be in some trouble here. Definitely gotta learn from the previous experience and not bench every Regirock I come across. Definitely gotta learn a bit from that. So I do get to go first. That's good. That's definitely a step in the right direction. No supporters, but I do get a nice variety of EX Pokemon, and I do get a Shaymin, and I don't have to start the Shaymin, so that's good. That's good. I will go first, so I don't need to bench anything else until I see what my opponent is using. And yeah, it is the toolbox-ish deck. So, with that in mind, he can prevent item cards. I do not want to play the stadium card first. I will use up all of my item cards, or try to. And I mean, I generally shouldn't even bench anything else. I mean, I will bench the Hawlucha, I guess. And for my item, I will grab a muscle band. I could grab the power memory, but I don't think that's going to be too useful. Could grab the red card. I'm gonna grab the red card because why not? Yeah. I love me some red card, guys. I generally do love me some red card. So I will actually bench the Hawlucha. No real harm in doing that. I will place the Focus Sash on the Hawlucha, and that's all I'm gonna do for now. I want to see what my opponent does first. No need to draw too many cards with Shaymin. No need to bench Lucario just yet either. My opponent actually benches a Glacian-EX, so no Seismitoad just yet. Not really in a big threat from Glacian at this point in time. There's a Seismitoad. Does he get a double max elixir? Probably not. Yeah, he actually retreats for Articuno, but okay, can I somehow get the KO on Manaphy? How can I deal 120 damage? Dealing right now 2, 4, 6. With a stadium that's 8. I would need 40 more. There's no way unless a stadium and 2 Regirock EXs. That would be the best case scenario. Yeah. Okay, I need to at least 2-hit KO the Articuno. I mean, I could Lysander up Seismitoad. I think I'm better off saving that for later. I generally don't know. Okay, I'm gonna Ultra Ball for Shaymin. Well, fine, I'll go for that. I mean, I think I was being a bit too conservative at this point. And having the AC in the discard pile is nice because I can bring it back with Verseeker. I do not want to bench Regirocks, but man, everything I drew off of the Shaymin is literally useless. Maybe the X-Maniac isn't, but aside from that, I don't like the situation I'm currently at. Thankfully, Glacian won't be dealing anything to us or too much damage to us. Now, you could definitely make an argument to attack Seismitoad this upcoming turn with the Lysander. He already attached an energy, so I doubt he's going to be able to retreat. He gets the stadium card, so he can heal off the damage. 2, 4, 6, 8 minus 20, that's 60. So I'll be 10 short. Gonna be 10 short. Finds another max elixir, doesn't get an energy, but more importantly than anything, he grabbed the end. So we might actually be in an okay position. Yep. We will lose our Lysander, but we will get some new cards, which is great. Definitely great. And I get a stadium. Oh, well. Okay, not gonna talk about my strategy with that hand because okay, I mean I can Karina, but I cannot access energy. Or I can AC the Shaymin. What I would really like is an energy. Simply KO the Articuno right off the bat. That's what I would like. Man, the hand previous to the red card was amazing. Okay. So I get a muscle band, which is completely useless. I can escape rope. Does that accomplish anything, really? This is such a terrible hand, guys. This is such a terrible hand. I mean, I can Hex Maniac as well, right? I can Hex Maniac. Just be patient. Yeah, I'll be patient here. I'm gonna Cell Storm and get the KO. And I get a strong energy. So now I'm dealing, if I attach another strong energy, that'll be 160 damage. So if by some miracle I could find a fighting stadium, I could actually one-hit KO the Seismitoad, which would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. He's gonna Grenade Hammer, which makes sense. Either way, I need to deal every damage counter possible. Okay, I top deck and then what gives me the best odds of hitting the stadium? One of my 4 stadiums. I'm gonna play the Megaphone. I'm gonna attach this. Do I AC? No. N. I gotta N here. Well, my opponent only had 1 card in hand. I get the stadium though. Wow. That was really lucky. And might be a really big game changer. So Lance Wrath, 180 damage. Clean one-hit KO on a Seismitoad. Using the attack that I was sure I was going to use the least amount of times during the whole week. That attack coming in clutch. Now he can attach an energy to Manaphy and KO me with Mineral Pump and even heal. He's gonna end me. Yep, this is an issue. Although all the Focus Sash is actually the Focus Sash is a stupid idea. Wow, he's actually gonna Skyla. So currently I'm dealing 60. If I somehow found a strong energy, wow, he's actually going to opt to get the KO with Glacian. Okay, that's fair. Seriously over KO? A really big over KO, but that's fine. I can respect that. I think my strategy now is okay. Can I get a KO? Nope. If I Karina for an energy and a muscle band, yeah, I deal 100. That's still a 2-hit KO. So I'm gonna go with the Focus Sash Hawlucha. And how have I not played a Sycamore yet? I'm gonna end my opponent. I'm gonna bench Lucario, and I'm going to use N. I will deal 80 damage, which is pretty nice. I will bring myself down to 3 cards, which is exactly the amount I have. And should I? Okay, I'm gonna bench 1 Regirock, and I'm gonna end my opponent. It's mostly to reduce his hand size, to control it a bit better. I do top deck a Lysander, which could prove very useful for later on. And yep, Okay, so Glacian is in a very, very good range of getting KO'd by anything, literally. The opponent gets a max elixir, gets an energy, attaches it to Regice. So that's a problem. Regice is a problem, but we do have, I think, enough Lysanders and Verse Seekers, yeah, in order to compensate for that. Or to try to, at least. My opponent is going to end us once again. Doesn't really make a difference to our hand. Okay, so he's gonna go for the paralysis. Does he get it? He does. And afterwards, we have no way to touch that Regice after he attaches another energy. So, is Shaymin still around? Do I have another Shaymin? I do. Okay, that's great. Before I attach my energy, I'm gonna Shaymin. Well, oh boy, we are in trouble, guys. Okay, I'm gonna attach to Lucario, and I'm going to Shaymin here. Yeah, Manaphy and my opponent's Shaymin and the Glacian are really good targets here. I do find a switch, so gonna deal some damage to Regice, but definitely not enough. Not gonna touch that just yet. Well, wow, I can actually Sycamore. What I need are Lysanders, right? That's all I need. So I'm actually gonna Sycamore. All I need are Lysanders. There's one, there's a stadium, I cannot play anything else, but this damage might end up being important in the future. But yeah, first Lysander, KO Glacian, second Lysander, potentially KO Manaphy or even Shaymin-EX. So yeah. Even though he will have us under a bit of a lock with the Resistance Blizzard, I think we can still close this one out. That's been the issue with this deck, that we cannot close out games. That's been the biggest issue. So, Escape Rope, that's nice. I'm gonna KO the Glacian. Now basically, I need to hope he doesn't end me, because that would be worst case scenario. An end down to 1 could be game changing or game defining actually. So with the Escape Rope, with the Verse Seeker, even if he somehow KOs, well, there you go. I mean, the good thing is, if he doesn't KO Lucario, I can Corkscrew Smash and get myself up to 6 cards once again. That's his third Versus Seeker. So, okay. And he finds the stadium. Not good. He's gonna Resistance Blizzard. So, the Muscle Band. Now I wish. Okay. Versus Seeker. Can I win now? Can I KO anything? Nope. I can't. So, I mean, how much damage can I deal? 6. And I would draw a ton of cards. Okay, I think my best play here is to Lysander up the Manaphy. Because once I use Corkscrew Smash, odds of me drawing a Verse Seeker or a Lysander are decently high. Man, 10 short of the KO. 10 short of the KO. Yeah, there's 2 Verse Seekers, there's energy, there's a fighting stadium, so as long as I don't get end another turn, this game is mine. Well, Judge is better than end, definitely. I'll take that. I will take 4 cards over 1. There's still a ton of resources, as you can see. And he even needs an energy himself. He does get the energy. Ugh. And Resistance Blizzards for the KO. Oh, now it's gonna come down to, does he have a Lysander to KO Shaymin? Oh. And I top decked everything except... Man. Okay, he has 6 energy in play. There's 4 in the discard pile. So I'm going to escape rope. Going to escape rope here. And then what? Sycamore? Okay, he brings up Seismitoad. Oh boy, I'm gonna Sycamore. Get rid of a few cards I don't need. I get a Stadium. I get energy. I mean, I guess I'll bench Regirock. And I'm gonna do a Flying Press. Does he get rid of my hand another turn? Or does he have Lysander energy to KO Shaymin? He places the Stadium, that's fine. That is completely fine. I can still KO Manaphy. Ah. Okay, Regirock. Oh. I didn't play the Verse Seeker. I didn't play the Verse Seeker. I didn't play the Versus Seeker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't play the Versus Seeker, guys. That's so stupid of me. 1, 2, 3. Do I even have enough energy? I need to top deck. Nope. I didn't play the Verse Seeker because I needed a Lysander. Oh. Well, there you go. Man, this deck, I've been in this position every game where I'm this close to winning and I cannot win. I simply cannot win with this deck. I cannot. Always, every time towards the end of the match, something goes wrong. Something goes wrong and I lose. Oh, man. And now we're up against Vespiquen and Vileplume, which, if he goes first, well, there you go. Well, there you go. Okay. Not a good starting hand, definitely. Not a good starting hand. And there it is. Man. Things just don't want to work out today. This deck, I mean, I'll be happy with 1 win with this deck at this point. I mean, I'm being very pessimistic, but I'm not liking my odds against this deck either. What is a good matchup for this? What actually is a good matchup for this deck? I mean, not even Mega Man Electric Raikou because of Flash Energy. I mean, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely do not know. I mean, sure, I beat a Vespiquen and Vileplume on Monday, but that's because my opponent was terrible and he evolved into Vileplume before retreating and before attaching a Float Stone. So yeah. Oh boy. Maybe it's my avatar. I should change my avatar to something that resembles me more. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's a bigger issue here. Okay, only 4 Pokemon. That's good too. There's the Float Stone. Here's a trainer's mail. Okay. So my opponent will get a very nice setup. Yep, there's Battle Compressor. He can get rid of more Odysseys and Plumes. His Vileplume will be pretty safe on the bench. Well, I nearly dropped my microphone. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're in for a rough time, guys. We are in for a rough time simply because my opponent... Well, maybe Regirock is not a bad idea here either. I mean, maybe all I have to do is be patient. Touching a Focus Sash onto a Hawlucha would have been pretty sweet, but we're not gonna be able to. Oh boy. Because if I attack once with Regirock, I mean one Regirock can probably KO two Vespiquens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's the Vileplume, right? Yep, there's the Vileplume. Okay, so he has a ton of Pokemon in his discard pile. But one Regirock, I mean, we just gotta be a bit patient. We cannot get rid of energy. Top decking energy is not ideal. And I mean, I'll replace the stadium, doesn't really make a difference. The issue, man, how did I top deck another energy? How do I do this? How do I do this? I'm gonna have to Sycamore, but getting rid of two energy is just ridiculous. It's literally... anyways. Well, I mean, yeah, Hex Maniac. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-freaking-doo. The issue is not... okay, that works. Oh boy. Oh, I'm weak. Never mind. I am weak to grass. Never mind. Oh boy, this is going to be the most disastrous week in the channel. This is going to be the most disastrous week in the channel. I am weak to Vespiquen. I am weak to Vespiquen and I cannot KO Vespiquen. Lance Pulse. I deal 70 damage. I would need a muscle band and then the next Vespiquen just comes up and KOs me. Man. What the heck? Okay. Do I get a KO here? I do, right? Get 2 prizes. Yep, 110 exactly. Okay. So that's step 1. No. I'm not gonna win today. I'm not gonna win with this deck all week at this point. I'm generally not gonna win with this deck. There's another TCG. I mean, what do I do? What do I generally do after this? Zygarde is weak to grass. Okay. Focus Sash. I can work with that. I'll attach it so I can survive the hit. I will versus Seeker and get back the Hex Maniac, I guess. I mean, maybe I could get... Okay, I'll grab the Lysander. You know what? I'm gonna try and deck him out. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try. Definitely gonna try. There's 2 DCs already. In an ideal world, he benches another combi, attaches to it, and his last DC is priced. The Floatstone goes to the Shaymin. I'll take that. Uses an Ultra Ball. Will find Vespiquen. Benches combi. Evolves into Vespiquen. Attaches. Nope. Simply V revenges. Okay. I survived the hit. And now I promote the Bunnelby. And then I attach an energy, I replace the stadium, and I pass, right? And now he needs a DCE. In an ideal world, both DCEs are priced. He actually Sycamores, straight up. Does he find a DCE? He does. And yeah, that's game, guys. Oh boy. Man, Zygarde sucks. Zygarde absolutely sucks. I mean, and what do? I Sycamore, and that's game? And that is game, guys. So, 2 losses once more. 2 losses yesterday. 2 wins and 1 loss on Monday. So this deck is not doing well. Definitely not doing well. But hey, that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you want to Zygarde to win at least 1 match this week. Maybe we'll pull that off. That's my goal for the week, to win 1 game with Zygarde. And I will see you guys tomorrow in Spanish or on Friday for more Zygarde action. Thank you so much, and